Rain poured relentlessly over the city, blurring the golden lights into 1,000 trembling reflections. Inside a quiet coffee shop at the corner of Maple Street, a young woman sat trembling, not from the cold, but from fear. Her hands clutched a steaming cup that had long gone lukewarm, and her eyes darted toward the glass door every few seconds. Lila Morgan had been running from her past for months. She had left behind a toxic relationship, a man who controlled her dreams, her laughter, even her freedom. Tonight, she learned he was back in town. And worse, he had found out where she worked. She was just about to leave when the door swung open, the chime echoing like a warning bell. Lila's heart nearly stopped. He was here. Her ex, the man whose voice still haunted her sleep. Without thinking, she turned to the nearest stranger, panic blazing in her white eyes. "Can you kiss me?" she whispered, her voice trembling. "He's here." The man sitting behind her froze, caught off guard. He looked up, startled, into her desperate face, wet lashes, shaking hands, and eyes full of unspoken fear. He didn't ask why. He didn't hesitate. He simply stood, stepped closer, and gently pulled her into his arms. Their lips met softly, uncertainly at first, but her trembling eased against his steady warmth. To anyone watching, they looked like a couple reunited after years apart. Her ex, who had just stepped inside, froze at the sight. His face twisted with shock and rage, but after a long, tense moment, he turned and stormed out into the rain. Lila's shoulders finally slumped. She stepped back, breathless. "I'm so sorry," she stammered, eyes wide. "I didn't mean to, It's okay." The man interrupted gently, his voice calm, deep, and unexpectedly kind. "You don't have to explain." She nodded, cheeks flushed with embarrassment. "Thank you. I didn't know what else to do." He smiled faintly. "Sometimes we just need a moment of courage, even if it comes from a stranger." They parted ways that night, but the memory lingered. The man, Ethan Blake, watched her leave with quiet curiosity. There was something about her, something raw and real that stirred something deep inside him. 2 days later, fate decided to play its cruel little game. Lila walked into the towering glass building of Blake Enterprises for her first day as a new marketing assistant. Her heart pounded as she stepped into the elevator, clutching her ID badge. She had worked hard for this job, hoping it would be her fresh start. When the elevator doors opened on the top floor, her stomach dropped. Sitting at the head of the long mahogany table in the conference room was the same man, the stranger who had kissed her 2 nights ago. Ethan Blake, the CEO, her new boss. For a moment, the world tilted. Lila froze, her breath catching in disbelief. Ethan looked up, surprise flashing across his features before he quickly masked it with a professional calm. "Miss Morgan," he greeted evenly though,